Max, what they say? We outside. Let's get it mowed.
They thought it wouldn't happen. They lied. The devil's a lie.
Countered. I think we're hearing that Max B's as solid as they come. He did not cooperate, brother.
Max B, I sent you all the paperwork.
I'm watching the 1090 Jake thing. It said that he.
No, I don't care about 1090. 1090 is just a regular dude like everybody else. The documents, this is what you're looking for. Actually, here. Okay. Let me guide you directly to what you want to read.
Okay, give me a paperwork breakdown.
Max B. Why? But everybody has to get taken down. Why Max B?
His brother called me
And said what?
He ratted on him.
Not the wave god.
You want me to play it?
The moment Max B stepped out the gates, the internet started buzzing like someone flipped a switch, and people wasted no time throwing out fresh accusations. Not even an hour into his freedom, and folks were already arguing about whether Max B had cooperated in his case, and the conversations were getting messy fast. Truth is, people were whispering about this long before Max B came home, but the second news dropped that he was officially free. The whole situation exploded all over again.
Max, what they say? We outside. Let's get it mowed.
They thought it wouldn't happen. They lied. The devil's a lie.
Let's not get close to the gate, guys. They're gonna tell us to move.
Everywhere you looked, people were talking about this Max B snitching drama, so we got to break it down and separate what's real from what's just noise. Now here's where things get wild. Max B was originally hit with a 75-year sentence, and later that got chopped down to 17. When some people hear that, they instantly start saying things like, man, nobody gets a number like 75 turned into 17 without giving up something. And that right there is what keeps fueling this whole debate. But here's the wild twist. Max B doesn't even fully deny cooperating in some way. He basically said, man, I did enough time, and if I told a little something, then I told it. He even said that anyone who's mad about him handling his situation to get out is just showing hate. That comment alone sent the online streets into another spiral.
Have sex with my hot wife all around the world. There's nothing. I'm not worried about this shit, but I got a whole life to live. I already gave back time on the 75 ball. I did a dub and came back and got my shit on PCR. I'm supposed to not cop out? So you telling me if they had a chance to come back right now and cop out, they wouldn't cop out? Come on, my nigga. Because, you know, when you cop out, they make you do a statement version of their facts or whatever. That's part of the plea deal. That's why it's called a plea deal, my nigga. But I had to do 20 years to do that. So keep that in mind. That ain't no shit. I was out in a year. I did that in a year. Nah, I had to let niggas go through their process. Flew, went through the whole 3-4 denials, done up. I'm saying, then I found my shit and got relief. So if some niggas want you to ride with them, you know, Misery Love Company, not on my watch. I got shit to do, but we ain't doing that. I can't stay in here with these. I gotta come over and get rich.
Yeah. To understand why he got such a heavy number in the first place, you gotta know the whole setup. Max B was tied into a situation where a woman he knew, a stripper who really liked him, told him she was chilling with some dudes who were flashing big cash. She said one of them had a whole book bag with $50,000 in it. Max B, who was moving with that pimp lifestyle at the time, told her to link back up with them again, and he planned to send his brother to run in and rob them. But when the brother showed up at the hotel, things went left fast. One of the men there reached for a gun, and the brother ended up shooting and...
Meantime, another group of people had the same idea. It began when this woman, Gina Marie Conway, a prostitute who'd been with Plowden, told her boyfriend Charlie Wingate, aka Max B, a rapper, about the men's money. Then Wingate reaches out to this man, Calvin Leardom.
He and Gina Marie Conway go to the hotel room on that fateful morning of September 22nd, and he is the individual that fires the shot that kills Mr. Taylor.
And after Mr. Taylor was shot, Leardom and Conway took the valuables on him, some $800 along with a Rolex and some other items. They never found the $30,000. That money was hidden in the hotel room, but it was found by the Bergen County prosecutor.
After that, Max B, the woman, and the brother all got tied into a murder conspiracy case that completely flipped everyone's lives. So when Max B talks about those 75 years, he's basically saying, yeah, I got found guilty. And yeah, they gave me that huge number, but I did my time, about 17 years, and I'm home now. And that's where the whole conversation keeps circling because people don't agree on how he made it out. But Max B stands firm on his stance. Max B explained that his brother pushed 4 different appeals and every single one of them came back denied. After seeing that, Max B said he started realizing his brother might never walk out, and that's when he decided to sign that statement and cooperate after serving around 17 years. He basically said he wanted to tell the situation straight and finally come home, but his brother didn't take that lightly at all. According to the brother, this was straight up betrayal because he was still fighting to get released, and now he feels like Max B's decision blocked whatever slim chance he had left. The brother's whole argument is, you giving information messed up my situation, while Max B is saying, man, he already filed appeal after appeal and nothing changed, so I did what I had to do. That tension alone has the online streets arguing nonstop. But things turned up even more once Max B got released. Wack 100 jumped in and basically challenged the whole story. He said Max B didn't just cooperate at the end. He claimed Max B actually told before he was sentenced during the early parts of the investigation. That was a huge accusation because Wack was stressing that telling at any point is telling, whether it's before or after 17 years behind bars. Then, paperwork from Max B's appeal hit the internet. His lawyer, Wingate, argued that the court gave him way too much time and didn't pay attention to any parts of his life that might have reduced the sentence. They pushed the point that Max B's situation wasn't something that would repeat and that 75 years didn't match what happened.
Countered. I think we're hearing that Max B's as solid as they come. He did not cooperate, brother.
Max B, I sent you all the paperwork.
I'm watching the 1090 Jake thing. It said that he...
No, I don't care about 1090. 1090 is just a regular dude like everybody else. The documents, this is what you're looking for. Actually here. Okay. Let me guide you directly to what you want to read.
Okay, give me a paperwork breakdown.
I sent you the paperwork. This is going to guide you right to where you want to read. This is one part where he's admitting that due to his cooperation, he should be given leniency. Here, that's...
What page is
other
this?
Part, that's Max B's paperwork.
Okay, yeah, but you sent me a document. What page is on it?
I don't look at it. It'll tell you that. You have all the documents. You even have the appeal.
But here's the line that made people raise their eyebrows. The appeal mentioned that Max B had cooperated with law enforcement by helping them localize Conway, the woman connected to the situation. During the investigation, officers were trying to track her down because she was with those men the night everything happened. Police went to Max B acting calm, telling him he wasn't being targeted at that moment. They said they just needed help finding her, and Max B shared places where she stayed and spots she usually hung around. Why the police reached out to him specifically is still unclear, but they clearly thought he knew where she was. This is exactly the part that has people arguing nonstop online. Some folks are saying Max B literally admitted cooperating after 17 years, which already shakes the room.
There's another part where you'll see Max B told the detectives where the girl involved in the murder robbery, where she works, with strip club, and where
is
she
that
lives.
Snitching though? I've heard from
Hell
people.
Yeah, that's snitching. See, this is the part.
Hold on. If I'm a street dude, let's say me and you are street dudes, and they said, "Do you know where Wack works?" And I said, "I know Wack does podcasts or does interviews with DJ Vlad." Am I snitching?
Listen, let's paint the right picture. Academics.
Yeah.
This lady and this dude was involved in a murder robbery. We know you have some involvement as well. What do you know about them? She works at Scarlet Strip Club and lives at this location. They're letting him know she is an interest. He knows she's of interest because they put the plate.
But then there's the second part. The fact that he also helped police find Conway during the investigation itself. And Wack 100 is out here saying, why is everyone ignoring this just because they like Max B as an entertainer? Right now, the debate is still going because people don't want to label him anything, especially someone with legendary status in the music scene. But Wack is insisting that the same rules people use to judge other situations should still apply, and that folks are giving Max B a pass purely off favoritism. The internet is going in circles trying to decide if Max B simply handled his business or if the situation is exactly what people are calling it, People online keep saying Max B is getting a pass, and they don't understand how that's supposed to be fair. Things got even louder when Wack 100 got into it with DJ Academics, arguing back and forth about what really counts as cooperating. The whole conversation turned into a full-on debate because both of them had strong opinions flying around. Now here's the thing most viewers don't get. A lot of people watching aren't from any street environment at all, so to them, this whole situation looks super simple. They hear that police asked Max B where a woman was, and they think, man, he didn't pull the trigger. He might have sent folks to rob someone, but he didn't tell anyone to take a life.
Anytime you give any information up on anybody else other than yourself, you're telling. And this is why your crowd is not going to understand. Our rules are our rules. We don't give a damn about what the civilians or the L7 thinks. The minute Max B told that detective where that woman lived and where she worked, and they apprehended her, she then told on Pooh Sims, who got 120 to life, and she did like 8 years or so. She went to jail as well. You tell it. And if you read the document, you're going to read.
But I heard she told on Max B as well.
Listen, it don't matter. He told on her first.
From a regular person's point of view, they don't even see him as a full co-conspirator because in their mind, he wasn't hands-on during the actual tragedy. But the crime world plays by totally different rules. In that world, anything short of talk to my lawyer automatically gets labeled as telling. Even giving the smallest detail is considered crossing the line, and there's no wiggle room in how they define it. That's why these arguments keep exploding. Regular folks see it one way, but people from that lifestyle see it completely differently. Wack 100 is getting a ton of pushback right now, even though he's saying Max B clearly cooperated. Wack keeps insisting the paperwork and Max B's own words line up, so the facts never changed. But the crowd online is tired of hearing Wack exposing rapper after rapper, and they're basically begging for at least one artist to come home without being dragged into a scandal. Their vibe is basically, man, let us celebrate somebody for once. They're exhausted from the non-stop drama, and honestly, that's why people are reacting the way they are. They know what Max B admitted to, they know what was said about helping investigators, but they're brushing it off because the music world hasn't had many wins lately. Folks are trying to protect the moment instead of revisiting the reality of the case. Push is another name people keep bringing up, and T Grizzly's situation gets mentioned, and now Max B is added right into that same conversation. So the internet is tired, and anytime someone comes home, folks want to enjoy the moment instead of hearing more accusations. That frustration is what's creating so much denial around this situation. At the end of the day, plenty of people online are saying this situation is basically wrapped up. Max B admitted he cooperated, and the story has been told. But the culture has changed. People are so desensitized to accusations now that nobody reacts unless someone is literally caught pointing a finger on a witness stand. Anything outside of that barely moves the needle anymore. Wack even took it further by getting on a call with Max B's brother, like the same brother saying Max B told on him.
Did like misspell words and all this shit, but we went to the thing and found the real court documents. And regardless of misspell words, what you was saying, what you was saying was in there. He definitely he told where that woman lived at, where she worked at. Like,
I've been saying that though, Wack. This ain't no see. Nobody want to listen to me because I ain't got no platform.
Oh, no.
I'm saying nigga ain't can, so that's what it is.
On the phone right now. So here goes the thing.
Oh, right? All right.
Now we got past that telling. Now here goes the next thing. We see in 2012, the appeal was denied, right? But then in 2016. He get a 55-year time reduction, right? Now, I'm hearing about whatever went on with his attorney, but here goes the problem. If the attorney, it was misrepresentation for your defense attorney, right? Whatever the is going to go on, whatever the shit they saying is the reason why they're going to reduce your time, right?
And it wasn't even rumor at that point. Max B himself has already said things like, yeah, I copped out, and yeah, I told them what they wanted after 20 years. He said it straight, and Wack used that to back up his entire argument. Max B has said straight up that after 2 decades behind bars on a 75-year sentence, plus 4 denied appeals from his brother, he felt like there was no point staying silent anymore. In his mind, the situation was already locked in, the time was already done, and nothing was changing. So he decided to tell investigators everything and finally walk out.
then it's going to be documented. You can't find why you got time reduction, bro.
Exactly. But now look, this is what I'm on the process now. I just hired a new lawyer, so I got another lawyer, my lawyer, right? But I'm filing an appeal right now that I got going on. So I gotta I'm about to get the paperwork because my lawyer about to get it. But you do know, right? Anytime that you take a sentence, this is anybody that got common knowledge. If you know, was anybody that been in the system. When you take a plea, you got to tell them what you pleaded to. You can't just take no plea and then walk out the courtroom like George Jefferson. It don't work like that.
But see they're not saying he took a plea. He's saying because his attorney got caught doing some things or whatever.
Nah, that's not the fuck what he's saying. This my life right here, Wack. I'm telling you what happened. So what happened was his lawyer was his rap lawyer at the same time, right?
That's the defense he stands on, and he repeats it proudly. But his brother sees it completely different. He believes Max B crossed a line because he's still fighting for his own freedom, still sending in appeals, and still hoping for a chance to come home one day. So when Max B decided to give extra information after all these years, the brother feels like that move crushed whatever hope he had left. That's why their disagreement has so much weight behind it. People online keep saying this is one of the clearest snitching situations they've ever seen, but the way Max B is handling it separates him from how others deal with these accusations.
So what he's saying is his argument was, okay, being that my lawyer was my criminal lawyer and my rap lawyer, he never told me about no deal. Had he told me about his deal, I would have took the deal. So now the court was saying, okay, this is a conflict of interest, right? So being that this is a conflict of interest, what they did was, supposedly what they supposed to do was, okay, we'll offer you the deal, right? Because they didn't want to overturn the whole case. So we'll offer you a deal, which was 20 years. But now, in the midst of taking this 20 years, you still have to give a factual basis for your plea. You can't just take the 20 years and that's it. It don't work like that. In no court system in America. You got to explain to them why you taking this 20 years and what was your part in taking this 20 years. See what I'm saying?
So he got to give something up.
He came home and stayed silent. No interviews, no sit-downs, no explanations, nothing. He's just moving around quietly, acting like none of this noise exists, and that strategy is working for him so far. Right now, Max B is playing it smart by refusing to feed the conversation. As long as he doesn't address anything, the public starts thinking, man, they're probably just trying to drag him again. And since he's older now, not active in the music scene like before, people are choosing to let certain things fade away. Silence becomes a shield when someone isn't chasing the spotlight anymore, but everybody knows the second he sits down in front of a camera and tries to talk through the situation, everything's gonna explode again. That's when Wack 100 is gonna pop back up with every argument loaded and ready. That's when the conversation starts spinning out of control. For now, Max B can keep that peaceful, smiling energy people know him for, but the minute he addresses the topic directly, the internet won't let it slide. What's making this whole situation even more intense is how divided the culture is right now. Some people are saying Max B's silence is a smart move, but others think it's creating even more confusion because nobody knows where he stands on anything except what he already admitted. And every day that he stays quiet, the debates get louder, not softer. A lot of folks online keep pointing out that Max B didn't come home to a clean slate. He stepped right into a generation that's arguing nonstop about loyalty, cooperation, and who deserves respect. This new era doesn't look at the street code the same way older generations did, and that's why the reactions are so mixed. One side is saying, that's still Max B, the wave creator, while the other side is saying, nah, once paperwork is involved, things change instantly. The clash between old rules and new culture is wild to watch. People are also bringing up how unique Max B's case was from the start. He wasn't the shooter, he wasn't in the room, but he was still tied to the situation because he set things in motion. That alone already created years of arguments. Some folks believe he should have never gotten hit with that heavy sentence, while others say the plan itself put him in the middle of everything. Even now, That same argument is resurfacing all over again. And then you have this generation of fans who barely know the original case, only the music. They grew up hearing stories about Max B's influence, the charisma, the wave, the energy he brought. So when they see people attacking him now, they're reacting off nostalgia and respect, not off the paperwork. That's creating a whole new divide because older fans remember the details while newer fans only know the legend. At the same time, industry folks are staying quiet. Nobody wants to get caught in the middle of a situation this messy, especially when the story involves family tension, admitted cooperation, and a case that was already complicated from the beginning. That silence from other artists is making people talk even more, because usually someone jumps in to defend or deny these claims instantly. This whole situation is turning into a perfect storm. Old street rules, new internet culture, a legendary name, real paperwork, and a brother who still feels betrayed. And every day, the conversation keeps shifting like nobody can agree on what the truth really means anymore. What's even crazier is how the narrative keeps shifting every single time new people join the discussion. Some are now saying Max B's comeback could still be huge because the culture loves a redemption story, while others believe the situation might follow him forever. And the more people dig into old documents, old interviews, and old statements, the more this topic refuses to calm down. You've got fans defending him with everything they've got, saying his energy alone is enough to keep him in good standing. But then you've got another crowd saying, nah, the moment you admit anything, the rules apply. That split has turned this whole thing into a tug of war that never stops. It's like every group sees a totally different version of the same story. Even insiders who normally jump to comment on situations like this are backing up slowly. Nobody wants drama with Max B, nobody wants drama with Wack 100, and definitely nobody wants to get mixed into a case that still has emotional weight for the family involved. That silence is loud, and it's making people wonder who's really protecting who right now. But one thing is clear, Max B's return has reopened conversations the industry has been avoiding for years. Loyalty, cooperation, justice, redemption, family tension, it's all crashing into one giant story that keeps evolving every time someone speaks up. And no matter what side someone is on, everybody agrees on one thing. The situation is far from simple. So now I want to know what you think. Do you believe Max B's silence is strategy, protection, or avoidance? Do you think this conversation will fade out, or is it only getting started? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this one is heating up fast. Make sure you hit that like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild celebrity stories and deep dive breakdowns. And if you want even more drama, tap the next video popping up on your screen. I'll see you on the next one.